Well, my dear, good evening all. I am Rakesh away from Sunbeam Sun City. This is the third lectures on the topic Rotal internal reflections, a numerical problem. Now the problem is, my dear, it's the seventh problem, I hope so. A luminous object on the same topic. A luminous object S is located at the bottom of big pool of liquid. Right? So let us draw the diagram because all these questions are diagrammatical question. So here again, please try to understand because now we are doing the third or fourth type of the same question, only the way of asking the question is different. So there is this I have taken a bottom of big pool of liquid. This is a pool of liquid, right? Here I am drawing the liquid. So this is a liquid of Ri, that is refractive index, is given as mu. I hope it is clear. And here, my dear, according to question, the object is capped. A luminous object is capped at the bottom of this. So here I have capped, say, the object, and this is your S. Now, my dear, the object S emits rays upward in all direction. So, my dear, it emits the ray here. Okay, it emits the ray here and it emits the ray in all direction, my dear. It emits the rays in all direction, that is here also, it emits the rays in and all the direction. So that a circle of light is formed on the surface of liquid by the rays which are refracted into the air. My dear, let me tell you, here on the surface of the liquid, see here, suppose the ray here is incident from this, from the source. Here it will be get because it is going from, and here I have drawn the normal, suppose. So of course this ray will be refract like this, that is away from the normal, and here the refraction takes place, and because of that, say there is a circle formed on the surface of the water. So circle is formed on the surface of water by the refracted ray. By the refracted ray. So here suppose I have formed the circle. On the surface of water you can see this is formed the circle, but this circle is due to the refracted ray. Let me tell you, the circle means through this circle the ray get refracted, or you can say the light which is coming from point S will, before going total internal reflection, they will refract. Because total internal reflection will be take place only after when I become greater than IC. But before that, as soon as I was not greater, I was less than IC, that time the ray from point source S will refract in air, here and there, refract in air, and they will form the circle. So my dear, in some of the question, you will find the area of the circle through which the light is refracted. ऐसा भी question आता है. Find the area of circle through which the light is refracted, because this circle is formed due to refraction. Okay. So here, so that a circle of light is formed on the surface of liquid by the rays which are refracted into the air, what happened to the ray beyond the circle? Beyond the circle, when circle is formed due to refraction. Circle मिल गया. Circle के बाद क्या? Sir, circle के बाद, you all know that, here my dear, let us see, you all know my dear that all concepts. Now here, circle is formed due to the refracted ray which are due to this point source of light which are coming, and they refract and they form circle. अब वो पूछता है कि circle के बाद क्या होगा? Beyond circle, what will happen? Now my dear, suppose here the circle is formed due to refracted ray, and this is the incident ray I have taken. So let it, here I have drawn the normal, again the same story as we were doing earlier. I just wanted to answer that beyond circle what will happen, so that you will clarify our things. Now my dear, as soon as this angle you can see this angle is become I is equal to IC. As soon as this angle become I equal to IC, and here also if I can draw the normal, my dear. So as soon as this angle I is equal to IC, you all know that what will happen at this time. This time, sir, the ray will be refracted along the surface of water like this. Here the ray will refract and it will make angle refraction 90 degree. Similarly, here also I is equal to IC, the ray refract along the surface like this. And here also the angle R is equal to 90. So my dear, after forming the circle, what is happening? Sir, after forming the circle, incident angle become equal to critical angle, angle of refraction become 90 degree, and after that, this I will greater than IC. So you understood three stage. Sir, jab I is less than IC, when I was incident angle by this ray are less than critical angle, then that time the ray refracted in air and they form the circle. Okay. Now then, next step. When I become IC, so ray is refract along the surface, making angle of refraction as 90 degree. That is max angle of refraction. And after that, when I become greater than IC, my dear, you all know that the entire light is totally reflected in the liquid. Entire light will be totally internally reflected. When I greater than IC. So my dear, here question asks, what happened to the ray beyond the circle? So beyond the circle, my dear, आपने circle देखा? Circle is formed due to the refracted rays, right? Which is due to the I less than IC. When I is equal to IC, the refraction angle become 90 degree. And when I is greater than IC, the refraction, there is no refraction. The entire light will be totally internally reflected. So here I wanted to tell you this part very clearly, that this circle is obtained due to the refracted ray. And the rays will refract only when I is less than IC. Please make a note of it. And ray will totally reflect when I is greater than IC. So my dear, circle form होने के बाद I think I become IC and I will be greater than IC and the entire light will be reflect internally. So here the first answer I should give, beyond the circle, the rays, the incident ray makes an incident angle. Beyond the circle, the incident ray from source S, from source, I am writing here S, makes an incident angle greater than critical angle, that is I greater than IC, and the rays are totally internally reflected. I hope first answer is clear, that beyond the circle, sir, the incident ray from source S will make the angle of incident which will be greater than the critical angle, because for refraction the angle was less than critical angle and they form circle. Next step, sir, I less than IC. The next step, I become IC. I become IC is the limit. Now after this, as soon as I become greater than IC, the entire light will be reflected. So after forming a circle, my dear, the rays will be totally internally reflected. That is one part. Now next is, my dear, let I have taken the height of this. Here I have drawn, say this is the center of the things, and this is say r, that is radius. Radius is taken as r, and here my dear, let this is your height. So let r be the second part, let r be the radius of a circle, and h be the height or be the depth of point source S. Let r be the radius of a circle and h be the depth. This is the depth of a point source S from center of circle. From center of a circle, as shown in figure. I hope it is clear, my dear. So you all aware that what is the criteria? You can see that here, my dear, I have taken h as the height and r as the radius, my dear, which you can see in the figure, and h is the height, or you can say depth of the point source of light, which is at the bottom. Now my dear, if anybody will ask you, no doubt here you can see the angle. Here you can see the angle, my dear. If this is IC, so no doubt I is equal to IC. So using alternate concept, this will be your IC. Here is IC. So now if I find from figure, let us find tan of IC. Let us find tan of IC. So tan of IC will be perpendicular side upon adjacent side. Perpendicular side is R, that is radius, and adjacent side is H. So my dear, I hope you are getting that R is equal to H tan IC. I hope everybody aware, everybody understood the equation number 1, that how R is equal to H tan IC. Now my dear, everybody know what is tan IC, because tan IC is nothing but sin IC divided by cos IC. So if I will go for it, it will be easy for you all. Now here my next step, therefore R is equal to H sin IC upon cos IC, since sin IC is equal to, you all know that in this case for critical angle sin IC is equal to 1 upon mu. So my dear, this will be nothing but, therefore R is equal to H 1 upon mu divided by cos IC. H 1 upon mu divided by cos IC, because you all aware that you can see that sin IC is nothing but 1 by mu, my dear. I am doing, this is 7th question on the topic. So I hope everybody aware that what is the value of sin IC, and sin IC is nothing but, my dear, 1 upon mu. I hope it is clear, my dear. Now everybody know this also, from this data. If sin IC is 1 upon mu, so you all know, my dear, here since sin square IC plus cos square IC is equal to 1, therefore my dear, sin square cos square IC is equal to 1 minus sin square IC. So here cos square IC is equal to 1 minus 1 upon, you can see sin square IC, so this is 1 minus 1 upon mu square, because you all know since sin IC is equal to 1 upon mu. So you can see that the cos square IC, This cos square IC is 1 minus 1 upon mu square. Therefore, cos IC is equal to mu square minus 1 upon mu square. This is cos square IC is equal to mu square minus 1 upon mu square. Hence, cos IC will be nothing but, my dear, under root of mu square minus 1 whole upon mu. Because this is cos square IC, so when I take cos IC, this will be, numerator will go in square root and denominator will be mu only. So now, my dear, if I substitute here, therefore, here, my dear, the next step, what will be the value for R? Therefore, R is equal to H into 1 by mu, you can see, right, divided by, here I am writing, therefore R is equal to, right, and this is nothing but mu square minus 1 upon mu, because cos IC is this, here I have taken. So now, my dear, mu and mu cancel, you can see. So here I am getting the value for R, and the radius I got it as H upon under root of mu square minus 1. This is the value for radius of a circle. This is equal to radius of a circle, or I can call that circle as patch. Radius of circle or patch. So it is clear, my dear. So I hope it is clear, and this is the radius of circle or patch we got it as. Now therefore, my dear, area of a circle is simple, that is pi r square. So area of circle will become, area of a circle will be what? Will be pi, and here h square, and that is under root of though. So this will be mu square minus 1. Because r ka square, when I will go, I will get this answer. So this is the area of the circle, and my dear, the earlier which I have calculated is the radius of the circle. So this is the question asked. I hope you all understood. So only you have the concept here, sir, as soon as the light I is less than IC, there are three cases. I less than IC, the light from here will refract. जब तक I IC से कम रहता है, IC is the for surface, critical angle for the surface, given surface. So जब तक I angle by this ray, when it is going here, so when incident angle is less than IC, so ray are refracted, and that refracted ray form a circle. So you all clear that this circle is formed due to the refracted ray. So sometimes the people ask that find the area of thing which is observed due to refracted ray. What is observed due to refracted ray? Circle is observed, my dear, here on the surface. So area of thing, matlab you have to, you know from previously that it will be form a circle with the refracted ray, and that is a kind of my dear, a figure which you will obtain on the surface. And then we can note down that what is the area. Area is nothing but pi r square, because I can see the figure, it is circle. But this circle is observed due to the refracted ray when I was less than IC. When I become equal to IC, so refraction become 90 degree. It is not helping in forming a circle, but that time the refraction, the light refracted along the surface itself. But my dear, when angle I is greater than IC, then my dear, there is no question of circle. Now entire light will be internally reflected. So that was the question asked here. What happened to the ray beyond the circle? So beyond the circle, sir, I will be greater than IC, because circle is formed by the refracted ray when I was less than IC. So beyond the circle, I will be greater than IC, and the entire ray will be internally reflected. And by concept of internally reflection, I have obtained the radius and the area of the circle which is formed due to refracted ray. I hope it is clear. And now, my dear, let's go to the second question on this. Now, my dear, let's go to the next question, problem number 8. there is a ray of light falls normally. I have done one of the numerical. I just wanted to make sure that if the angle, whatever angle here it is given, right now here it is 45 degree, the same angle of incident will be formed at the face AC by the geometry. So I wanted to give you a kind of a hint, my dear, because this kind of a question is lot of being asked in the exams. A ray of light falls normally on the face of glass prism. Here it is the ray of light. So this is a ray of light, and it falling normally on the glass prism of the Ri as mu. Show the corresponding refracted and emergent ray. So corresponding refracted and emergent ray we are supposed to show. The critical angle for the material of the prism is 45 degree, it is given, and we are supposed to find this mu value also, Ri also. So my dear, when we complete the path, the ray of the light goes straight and it will fall. It will go straight because the ray is falling normally. So after refraction, the light travels straight. Say along QR the light travels straight. Here, my dear, I have drawn the normal on this surface. This is the normal on surface AC. So my dear, as soon as I draw the normal on surface AC, you all can see by the geometry of the figure, my dear, this will be your angle 45 degree, and that is your incident angle, and which is also equal to the critical angle. As given here, the critical angle for prism is 45 degrees. So the angle incident here, this QR, which is a refracted ray, incident at the face AC with the incident angle of 45 degree, which is equal to critical angle. So you all know that what will happen when the ray emerge. The ray will emerge at 90 degree refraction like this. This is your emergent ray. This is your refracted ray. Because this refracted ray will travel straight and it will be emergent ray, because I and IC are equal, because it will be incident on this face. This refracted ray QR will incident on the face AC at 45 degree. So if it is 60 degree here, it will be 60 degree. If it is X degree here, it will be X degree by the geometry. Take care. Take care. This is what I wanted to tell. Whatever angle is over here, if the angle is, if the equilateral prism it was, so it will be 60, 60, 60. So here the angle A is making 60. So no doubt when this refracted ray, which is coming straight, fall on this surface, on this face, here it will be 60 degree by the geometry. So if here there is an X angle by geometry and the ray fall normally on one face, when it will be refracted straight and fall on the other face, it will make the same angle. What is the angle over here? So that is by the geometry. You can see here it will be 45 degree. So here I will write a statement. Since the ray PQ falls normally on face AB of a prism, so the refracted ray QR travel straight. Since it is falling normally, so refracted ray QR travels straight and fall on the other face AC with angle of incidence, incident as 45 degree. I hope it is clear. Please read the line carefully. The ray PQ falls normally on the face AB, very right. So the refracted ray QR travels straight and fall on the other face AC with angle of incident as 45 degree. You can see by geometry, with angle of incident as 45 degree by geometry. which is equal to the, this angle is equal to the critical angle, which is equal to the critical angle for the material of prism, that is 45 degree. Therefore I is equal to IC. Hence the emergent ray you can see the emergent ray, my dear. Am I clear? Hence the emergent ray will just emerge. Please take care of this word. Will just emerge from the face AC. My dear, यहाँ पे I have given a very important language, just emerge. When we say just emerge, means the angle of refraction at that time will be 90 degree. Here you can say angle of emergent is 90 degree. But my dear, here just emerge means the angle of emergent with the normal is 90 degree. Then we say just emerge. Matlab it is not going out. It is along the surface only, and we have used the word just emerge. Take care in the, I'll show you one numerical where the word is given just emerge. The meaning of just emerge means the ray will be gouge. Yesterday I have done the word gouges. The ray will be gouge on the surface itself. उसको बोला जाता है just emerge. Just emerge तब बोला जाता है जो refracted ray, जो emerge ray हुआ है, वो just emerge word कब होता है? जब वो बाहर ना जाके it will be on the surface. इसको बोला गया है just emerge. When it will be capped along the surface itself, it is not going here. Generally, refraction होने के बाद emergent होने, it will be come here, ना? But since I and IC are equal, so it will be just emerge. This language is called just emerge. So as the emergent ray will just emerge from the face AC, and if I say just emerge from the face AC, that is the ray, or you can say that is the ray gouges. That is the emergent ray gouges the surface AC. You can see, my dear, this is a beautiful concept. This just word is very important. Whenever there is a word just, it means that the emergent ray, which you call emergent or call refracted also, because this is the second refraction on this surface. This is the first refraction on this surface. So this emergent ray just emerge from the face AC. Just का मतलब होता है, that is the emergent angle is 90 degree. It is not going there. It is gouging on the surface itself. Surface पे ही रह गया. That's called just image. I hope it is clear, my dear. And here they have asked me calculate the Ri. So since now it is easy, therefore since mu is equal to 1 by sin IC, since mu is equal to 1 by sin IC, so mu is equal to 1 upon sine of 45, that is equal to 1 upon 1 by root 2. So the value of mu is root 2. That's all over. So mu is over, and I have explained you. This is the explanation. Please take care. So I hope you all understood. Now let's move on to the next question, which is of the same type, but I will show you this word. Just gray emerge is a word given in the question, and you have to catch it out. So let's go to, and the second concept, important concepts are angle. Whatever angle is mentioned here, the refracted, after falling normally, when the refracted ray goes straight and it will fall on the other surface, other face, it will make an angle of incident exactly the same whatever mentioned here. By the geometry it will be, because you can see, my dear, here the angle will be 45 degree, nothing but we can call this as corresponding angle also, no issues about it, because it is ultimately a geometry says that this will be 45 degree. I hope you all know about that it is 45 degree. If it would have been 60 degree, it is 60 degree. If it would have been 30 degree, here it will be 30 degree. If it will be x degree, here it will be x degree. I'll show you one of the question, the similar question. Let's go to the next one. Well, my dear, look at this question, and here I have written a ray of light falls normally on the face of glass prism. Again, normally on the glass prism having Ri is 1.5. Find the angle of prism. We have to find the angle of prism. This time angle is not given. Earlier it was 45 degree given. If the ray just, here is a word, if the ray just falls to emerge from the second phase. That is just, this word is very important, as I said in my earlier video, problem. Just falls to emerge from the second phase. Just falls to emerge from the second phase. That is important language we should catch in the numerical. So here, my dear, let us start with this diagram. So I am drawing again the prism here. So we have drawn the prism. And here the ray is falling normally on it. Say I have taken this ray as PQ, and this will be go straight here. You can see this is a refracted ray, and it will fall here, say along QR, and I am giving the name ABC. And my dear, this angle is I supposed to find. I supposed to find angle of prism, that is angle A. Because angle A is calculate the angle of prism, no issues, my dear. So now, as you all know the theory earlier, same question but some different way of asking, that's what I am doing. So this is the refracted ray, my dear. And here is the normal on the face AC. This is normal on face AC. You can see. So as my dear, you all know that this will be your angle A, because here I have written A. Angle A is unknown. And my dear, this angle A, here the word we can, if the ray just falls to emerge. So when it will be just falls to emerge, matlab this ray will be like this, coming here and it emerge. This is called just falls to emerge from second phase, and the name of the phase is AC. This is called just falls to emerge, my dear. This is the ray, and here it is the angle 90. But then this will be just fall to emerge only possible, that this will be gourage on the surface AC is only possible when this angle A is equal to IC. It means, my dear, actually I have to find IC in the question. That is unknown. That is unknown. So we have to find IC in the question, nothing else. So here, my dear, that's why I have written this question. So here you can see what you should write since explanation. Explanation. A ray PQ falls normally on face AB of prism, which travel straight along QR after refraction. I hope it is clear. A ray PQ falls normally on face AB of prism, which travels straight along QR after refraction and incident on face AC with angle of incident as A. Here it make angle of incident as A because I told here right now angle is A. Earlier it was 45 degree, here I was made 45 degree. Geometry of the figure 6. So here it is angle A, so here it is angle A. So with angle of incident as A, since according to question, now this is the how A become IC, how I came to know that ki A is IC. How I came to know that? According to question, because question says that ray just falls to emerge. Just falls to emerge, matlab it will be grayish. It will be grayish along this surface AC. So since according to question, the ray QR just falls to emerge from the second phase AC, hence angle A is equal to angle IC. That is, angle A and angle IC are equal, then only it will be just fall to emerge from the second phase. Just fall to emerge. Am I clear? ये मेरे को show कर रहा है because they have written just falls to emerge from the second phase. मतलब वो मेरे को show कर रहा है कि A will equal to IC, then only this will happen. So now my dear, since angle A is IC, so now you know that since mu is equal to 1 upon sin IC or sin IC is equal to 1 upon mu, that is equal to 1 upon mu is given as 1.5. So sin IC is equal to 1 upon, I can write 1.5 as 3 by 2, that is nothing but 2 by 3, that is nothing but 0.6667. So IC is equal to sin inverse of 0.6667. Therefore IC is equal to 41.8 degree. That is, angle A is equal to angle IC, and that is equal to 41.8 degree. That's the answer. So I hope you understood this question, my dear. So now, my dear, I will take 2 questions from the NCERT and then I will leave it. This is all the question I have completed from total internal reflection from the book.